Hello everybody, this is Unlikely Hydra 92, and welcome to my first rant video. I thought about doing this for a long time, actually. I've listened to rant videos on my own time, sometimes. Anyway, so basically, if you like this type of content, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'd like to make another channel of just me doing this, because I feel like I have a lot of things to talk about, and this channel being gameplay and animating and edits, I can balance it out. And also look forward to another Kirby Falls video. I'm working on that because that's the type of thing people like to watch on this channel, so stay tuned for that. So why am I ranting to you today? Well, if you read the title, you know exactly why. Overwatch 2 PvE has been canceled. I've not been there live, but I've heard about it from ML7 and J3 on their streams. And I've been there since 2016 playing the same game, and I was looking forward to this. It was something new, and I don't know, just the talent trees, I was looking forward to it. I'm very disappointed. I've been there since the beginning in 2016. Not entirely in the beginning or the beta. I have not been there, but when the game came out, I hopped on my boy Cole Cassidy, the cowboy gunslinger, and it's high noon. You know, I loved it back then when it really mattered and I can actually get kills with it. But now I just die Anyway, so just Cole Cassidy. I fell in love with that character. But the character I fell in love with the most was Reinhardt Wilhelm. He was a goat. The one with the hammer and shield. Guys, fight me. Reinhardt is very fun, and you should try him. Seriously. Charging people is fun. Throwing fire strikes at snipers was fun. Getting kills. Just monkey brains swinging. It was so fun just killing people like that. And he's harder to play than you think. It's very rewarding. And before I get so many comments telling me how easy he is, what I'm referring to is the game sense behind him. Like, I enjoyed being in front and taking charge, if you know what I mean. So, it was just a hammer down way to play. I don't know, I'm just speaking from an average player who has been here since the beginning. I'm not the best player. I'm not the worst player. I've been around playing competitive in Season 2, got a group, and branched off to play by myself. I've done a lot, and I've watched a lot of guys like XQC with Winston, Aimbot Calvin with Cole Cassidy, and I don't know, I just watched all the big streamers. You got, everyone knows everything about these streamers. They were the big time best players, and everyone looked up to them and wanted to implement their plays into their own works and crafts. So just I'm not the best, but I can say I've been in the beginning like them. Like, if I'm just talking from a point of view of someone who has been here since 2016, it was a fun time when everyone was learning how to play. Everyone wasn't really the best at the time. No one was an aimbot hitting every shot 70%, you know, all that. Okay, so what's the big deal? Why is everyone talking about this? So let me give you a straight fact. They said Overwatch 2 is Overwatch 2 because of the PvE. But since they got rid of the PvE, it's not really Overwatch 2 anymore. So I'm seeing clips like, oh, okay, so Overwatch is basically Overwatch. They took the 2 out. That's basically what they did. Because honestly, despite the 1 tank loss, it's the same game. It's the same thing. And it's unbalanced. And I don't know, it's just a hot mess. I appreciate what they did with the new skins and the new heroes like Kiriko and Soldier. I'm still salty about Soldier, by the way. Every time she uses her ult, I always hide and cover. But I don't know. I guess it bothers me the most because I was let down before. If you guys have been around since the beginning, I have played Battlefront 2. I originally started playing Battlefront 1 before Overwatch came out. And when Overwatch came out, I was just juggling between them two. So in Battlefront 2, they started off bad with the loot boxes, and then they made a huge comeback, adding Clone Wars, new modes, Ewok Hunt, new heroes like Obi-Wan, Anakin, General Grievous, Count Dooku. Everyone who has been there know what I'm talking about. And just talking from someone who played that a lot, there is just so much potential. And I feel like that's the same thing with this. Just the potential was there, and the devs just let us down. I'm sure, like, some of them fought against it, getting rid of the PvE, but man. And same thing with Battlefront 2. They dropped the support with it to support some dying franchise, Battlefield, and guess what happens when the game came out? It was a hot mess. No one wanted to play it. It was broken, it was buggy, and compared to Battlefront 2, it was polished, and they could have kept going with it. They could have added some bug fixes, some balancing issues. The AT-AT was too powerful. They could have done something like that, but no, they don't. They just left it be. They let it die. And you know what the funny thing about that was? New players started playing the game. It was on a high, all-time huge player base, and they decided they looked like clowns when they canceled production. So it's just grown tiresome. I don't know. I have fun watching streamers play it, but they can tell you it's the same thing, and they're going stale. It's going stale. We want new stuff. And honestly, just the skins, the new maps are not enough, and they're not pumping out content like they did. Like every season we get something, but that's not enough. We want more. I don't know, man. Just I am not a fan of the Battle Pass feature, and especially now, why support them? I don't know. Many people are upset because they gave us promises, kind of like how they promised us in Battlefront 2. These gaming companies just break promises, and like dedicated players like me from these two games, these are my two favorite games, and it's sad to see that they're going on a downhill spiral. Both I saw both of them on their highs and their lows, and it just disappoints me that they promised us PvE and they don't deliver. I've been playing the same. I don't know, man. Like, someone who has done it all, who's basically played the game since 2016. I'm growing a bit tired of it. I don't know. It's just a hot mess, and I'm disappointed, and everyone else is disappointed because there's so much they can do. The world building in PvE was limitless, but it's just wasted potential. Again, I have to live with a game I know to love being wasted. And it just saddens me because they can do so much more, but they just don't do it. I don't know whose bright idea was it to cancel it, but they made a wrong decision. The game directors made a bad choice. They stopped it, and they promised us story missions, but that's not going to be enough. It's going to be limited time, and it's not what they promised us. They promised us this, and they let us down. But I guess if I want to play PvE, I guess that's why they have custom games, right? What's the point in a PvE when you have custom games? You can make it yourself, but I don't know, man. I think that's it with my rant. I can't really think much of it. I'm just going to be talking about Overwatch and how much wasted potential it was, kind of like how I did with Battlefront 2. So, guys, if you like this content, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you guys like it in the comments, I'll make a second channel and I'll do it more. I just know that they're going to have to work really hard to make up for this, because broken promises don't heal very fast in real life or in video games. I'll see you guys next time.